Underway here in the men's 5,000 finals. 19 men. 12 and a half
We started the 2011 cross country year off of the bang. I actually won my first ever collegiate cross country race my junior year, which I thought was really pretty great. The training was solid, the workouts were solid, and thankfully I went into the national meet with a lot of confidence, and I was able to place fourth, and I was pretty pleased with that finish. Then over the winter, I think my fitness really caught up with me, and I started to run faster times and faster workouts. My tempos got faster, and my mileage went up. And then during the indoor season, I raced really consistent, and I felt confident again going into the national meet. I wasn't exactly sure how things would play out, but I was actually surprised and very thankful to get the victory at the indoor national meet. And then we kind of rode those high emotions into the outdoor season. We didn't race much throughout the entire track season. We only raced when we needed to qualify for nationals, and was able to go out. Thanks to the university, I was able to go out to California and race at the Mount Sac Relays, and broke 14 minutes in the 5K out there, and that was one of the highlights of my college racing career, absolutely. And was able to capture conference titles in the 5,000 and 10,000, and then took that momentum into nationals, where I don't know, I would say it worked out. I was able to come home with the 10,000 and the 5,000 national titles against excellent competition. So hard work and good coaching and good life decisions paid off. I came in and I was a strong freshman. I was injured my freshman year in cross country, but I ran really strong in track and field, and then I took a big hit my sophomore year, and I think it was because in college it's really easy to let things distract you, and to put your hat in too many activities. And I don't know, my junior year I was able to really focus on, instead of being a jack of all trades or trying to spread myself too thin, I was able to just focus on, like, this is something I really care about, this is something I really want to do, and I don't want to be mediocre, I want to be the best. So that's when things really started to turn around. One of the things that I feel like I've done a good job in the last couple years of is I used to do injury prevention stuff when I got injured, because I got injured, and now I look at it a different way. I do injury prevention stuff. I go through all the little steps to make sure I don't get hurt so I don't get injured. So I feel like as a general rule, I've become much more proactive as opposed to reactive. Instead of changing up maybe my eating or sleeping habits because I had a bad workout or a bad race, I changed up my eating habits and my sleeping habits so I didn't have a bad race, so things would go well. And I just try to stay one step ahead instead of always trying to catch up, and I feel like it's made a huge difference. It'd be hard to point out one person, who was solely responsible for helping me improve, but a few of the names are Matt Schaaf, obviously the coach. We talk, pretty much on a daily basis about things, and then Peter Johnston, who was a captain on the team when I was a sophomore in cross country, and Peter was an All-American for us, and he kind of laid down a blueprint for how to be successful, and I believe I've expanded on that along with some of my other teammates. But those people kind of helped point me in the right direction, and then through my own experience, I was able to find what works, what doesn't, and then once I figured out what did work, it's just like a recipe. You just keep following it. There's nothing new, there's nothing special. It's just you do it every time, and then consistency leads to success, I think.
Being able to see Tim do what he's done, it's twofold right now. I mean, we still have a season of business left to take care of, so you don't want to talk about it or think about it too much because you're still focused on the task left at hand. But for what he's accomplished so far, I mean, it's kind of the pinnacle of success that you'll hope for as a coach. I mean, to see somebody that you've been able to work with from the very beginning to now their senior year, to make a three-time national champ and all of the distance events like that, and to do what he's done, it's a pretty special accomplishment that is very rare for any coach at any school. So for Stout to be able to say that they have that, I think is extremely special, and it's something that I'll never forget as a coach.
Third in the 2,000 meters 2 nights ago. Cross country All-American. This is Tim Nelson, our 10,000-meter champion. Differential between the leaders and the followers now is about 5 seconds. Oh, look at Nelson make a move down the backstretch. He was picked for this championship a year ago. It's got to be 200 meters to go.
He's got it. He's got it.
Even to this day, I still struggle with whether to, get swept along on the tides of what everyone else is doing, or if I have to, or taking care of business. And it is not easy to be an extremely competitive, successful athlete, and I think that's why so many people wash out after high school and why so many people don't reach their full potential, is you have to make a lot of decisions that you really don't want to. I heard a great quote once. People give up what they want the most for what they want at the moment. And since I've heard that quote, I've tried to live by that, by giving up what I want at the moment for what I want the most. So it's never easy to say no to going to parties or doing fun things that you want to do, but sometimes you have to if you really want to stand out. For me, athletics has helped my academic career because the more time I have on my hands, the more time I tend to waste. So if I stay a little bit busier, it helps me actually buckle down, focus, get done the projects that I need to get done. My freshman year, I had a good year academically, not as good as I do now. I think that just as you mature as a student, as a person, as an athlete, what have you, you learn a better way to do things, what's the best way to get things done. And I think athletics has helped me become very thorough in everything that I do, so that's definitely carried over into the classroom. And it's a priority of mine because I figured, if the better grades I get, the more doors it will open for me, the better opportunities it will create. So I find it important to do well in the classroom. Yeah, I joined ROTC a little over a year ago, and it's been an excellent decision. They've helped me out pay for school, or they've helped me pay for school, and I've met a lot of great people. Lieutenant Colonel Brian Stout has really been a great mentor to me and someone I really look up to. So I think just having more positive influences in your life is a great thing, and I'm looking forward to when I graduate to start my military career. Because I think that helping serve the country in no way, shape, or form will be a bad experience, and I think I'll be able to do a lot of good with that. My main goal for the cross-country season is to get in consistent, hard training throughout the summer and the beginning of part of the cross-country season to get myself prepared for the conference championships and national championships this year. I have some time goals laid out, but the most important thing I'm focusing on right now is like day in, day out consistency with my training and with my lifestyle. I'm trying to stay healthy and make sure I don't get hurt and take care of the little things like getting 8 hours of sleep a night and everything like that. And I know if I take care of all the business that I need to, I run a lot of miles and I run them smart, I'll race well. So it's just a matter of you have to get that stuff done before you can really worry about racing. So that's where I'm at right now. I plan on running competitively out after college. I have gotten a couple offers / people have talked to me about running like professionally for smaller teams outside of college, either for the Army or for other teams, different parts of the country. And I would like to train competitively for a few years after college just to see where I can get. I feel like it'd be a waste if I train all this so much in college just to not see how good I could get for a couple of years after college. So that's one of my plans, is to kind of, in a way, kind of put my life or career on hold and try to train to the best of my ability for a couple of years. In every race, you have to make a choice about whether to, push through the pain or ease back and slow down. One of the things our coach Matt always talked about was, push through that pain for your teammates because they're doing the same thing for you. So one of the things I've tried to do is, to run for them, to represent my team the best possible, because some of the times I've been at the national meets by myself, but a lot of my teammates have come to watch and come cheer me on, and it really is a team effort. You look at a lot of individual success, but it's not really individual success, because every single day, whether it be my individual success or my teammate Peter's or Mitchell Easker's or Justice Bebo's, we all train together. We all work out together pretty much 7 days a week, twice a day sometimes. So without that chemistry and without the other guys pushing you and keeping you on track, I don't think the individual success could come. So I owe a lot to the team. I hope they know that. One of the things I like the best about UW Stout is it's big enough that you can meet a new person every single day, but small enough that you can see all of your friends and a lot of the same people if you want to every day. And I've never been in an atmosphere like UW Stout before. I've gone on vacations to other places. It's always great, but I love coming back home because I love this place so much. And the people are nice, and it was the best decision I made to come here.
Underway here in the men's 5,000 finals. 19 men.